It was just a normal summer day, and we were preparing to leave for a planned vacation that we had. We were going up to Lake Winnipesaukee for 10 days, and it was Saturday morning, and Gino and Brandy were scheduled to come up Gino was scheduled to come up the following day. He was originally scheduled to come up with us on that day, but because Brandy was leaving the following day to go to Texas with the family, he wanted to spend that evening with her.
They are the memorable fragments of the endless summer. Movies, concerts, ice cream shops, and yes, parties. Rites of passage and celebration of the annual coveted vacation days all come and gone with little incident. But on the rare occasion, those days end in tragedy. In the late 80s, eyes rarely opened to the risks that local youth take while away from parents' eyes, until one night in the summer of 1989, when tragedy struck here.
We received a call from the Metro Police that there had been an accident. We were told that he was taken to the Choate Hospital. I asked the police if it was serious. They wouldn't give me any indication.
Here on Hillcrest Parkway, just moments before midnight on a July Saturday, a carload of Winchester youth drove head-on into these trees and shrubbery, tearing the roof off the car and leaving a collection of spectators watching in disbelief.
The roof of the car itself was almost sheared off. You couldn't even tell what kind of a car it was, unless you saw it from the back. You could just tell the taillights it was a Camaro. Basically, there were quite a few people around the car, and you could hear people screaming and yelling. And there were people everywhere. I mean, everywhere. It was unusual for a street like that because it's usually a quiet, or relatively quiet street. But I mean, there were cars and kids and, I mean, people yelling and screaming, not just from the car, but on the street when they realized who it was.
At every accident scene, we end up having a very large crowd. And who knows, maybe they're looking to see, is that one of my friends? Were they at my party? Did they just leave? You know, that might be part of it too. Maybe it's not just morbid curiosity. Maybe they want to know, is that my brother? Yeah. As I recall, my patient was not conscious. A couple of them were. There was a lot of screaming, a lot of moaning, a lot of asking for God for help. You know, everyone turns to God at the last moment, it seems.
And so, with rescue crews trying desperately to free the teens, word of this painful reality spread through the town. Gino Giangrande, the driver of the car, died shortly after the accident, as did his passenger and girlfriend, Brandy Smith, who would have been a senior at Winchester High School 2 months later.
When we walked into the hospital, we were led into the room where he was, and it's a scene, it's a sight that no parent will ever forget. It was horrendous.
Yeah, that particular incident, from the time I pulled up to the time I got back here, yeah, I could relive that immediately if you asked me to, in my mind. Yeah. You know, especially the patient that I worked on. And tearing the car apart. I remember who was right next to me, you know, working so hard with me to do it. I can remember everything. The sights, the smells, the screams, just about everything, yeah.
I had nightmares. You know, it's hard. Yeah. But at the time, that's what happened. You have nightmares. I wasn't even sure that I wanted the job anymore.
While indications of alcohol were found in the car, speed of up to 70 miles an hour on a suburban back road was clearly the contributing factor to the crash, laying blame not just on alcohol, but on senseless, reckless driving.
Kids today don't seem to have a fear. They don't have a fear of almost anything. They think nothing will ever happen to them. They're out in a group and someone makes a comment and the other one picks it up, and before you know it, they're doing something crazy. And it usually ends up doing something crazy in a vehicle. And as evidenced by, since Gino's accident, there have been many, many others not involving cars, hitting trees and losing control of the car, not paying attention. And in many of them, there has been no liquor involved. It's just reckless driving. Nothing will ever happen to them. They think they know their vehicle, and it's a weapon. They don't realize this. They don't realize it.
And he did love us. I know he loved us, so I don't think he would intentionally want to hurt us.
Right.
And I don't think any kid has a clue what a parent, all the brothers, the sisters, everyone, what they go through.
Right. As far as I can remember, the kids, I mean, they were, not only were they upset about it, but they seemed to carry it around with them for a while. I don't want to say that this accident changed an attitude, but for a little while, I mean, it's not like that anymore, really, but for a little while, people kind of paid attention to what they were doing. I don't think there were that many parties for a while after that. And I don't think it was just the fact that we were going after the people that had the party. I think it was just a shock, you know what I mean? I mean, 2 families were involved. These people had to know half the high school.
Well, of course, it makes you feel bad. You know, you don't have to be a firefighter who's at the scene or a parent like myself to appreciate the fact that a young boy or a young girl, in this particular case, one of each, is no longer with us. You know, that really makes you sad. These were young, healthy people 2 minutes ago, and now they're just gone. You know, it's pretty incredible that decisions that affect someone's entire life are made in the matter of seconds.
I mean, to me, it's just a waste. It's a total waste. They're old enough to know better, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. I mean, they can see, they can read in the paper. I don't know if it's the old, it won't happen to me mentality or what, but I've seen a lot of them that's happened to. And I'm sure all of them said that. Yeah.
Winchester remained devastated for months after the accident, remembering their lost friends and classmates and trying to make sense of a senseless tragedy.
Gino was a very loving person who just enjoyed life. Gino was active in sports. He played baseball, Little League through high school, hockey, youth hockey through high school. He played soccer. He even tried a year at football.
Why it happened, I'll never know. I'll never get the answer to that.
You get behind the wheel and you're making poor choices. It's a disaster waiting for a place to happen. And it usually does happen. You may get away with it maybe once, twice. People may look at you and say, I've done that many times. Well, the very next time they go out may be their last.
I know the people in that car didn't know what was going to happen.
I would say the only thing is if you're out, just think. Just think and use your head. And maybe that might save your life.
As I mentioned, I don't think a child in his right mind would pick up a loaded gun and point it at someone. Well, a car is basically the same thing. And unless you pay attention to the road, to the driving conditions, to the speed, something's going to happen. If you just get in a car and just do things recklessly, something's going to happen.
No, I don't like that hip. Put something a little more hip on there.
I'll do it, hold on. Keep your eyes on the road.
Oh, come on, I got it,
No,
it's
I'll do
fine.
it.
Come on, I can do both. Why don't you lean over and give me a little bit of kiss while I put these
Tom,
on.
look out!
Engine 1, ladder 1. traffic.
We have a serious accident here, multiple injuries.
E5's on arrival. 2-car motor vehicle accident. Dispatch 1 additional ambulance, please. Engine 1's on arrival. What are they doing? Is she okay? Fire alarm has 2 motor vehicle accident. You have 1 additional ambulance responding. Also, ALS responding from Arlington. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand these rights? Walk in a straight line. Touch your nose for me. Touch your nose for me. Now follow my pen. Follow my pen. I am placing you under arrest. Under arrest. I'm placing you under arrest.
Back hurt? You lose consciousness at all?
E5 to fire alarm. Fire alarm. Can you notify the Winchester Hospital? We're on our way with 2 patients, 1 male, 1 female, involved in a motor vehicle accident. We were at a party before the prom.
Okay, I want you to sit tight. Keep your arms in your lap now, all right? Keep your arms in your lap. We're going to help you, all right?